you. Let's see how it is.
You're listening to Mike and John Got It Going On, a Livingston County-based podcast that's based in, well, Livingston County. And now, Mike and John.
Come on, give me a hug.
There's no.
Give me a hug. It's a day late, but that's okay. It's Hug
Bringing
News.
it in. Bringing it in.
Yeah,
Hug a news guy day.
Yeah,
You call yourself a newsman.
I didn't really want
He's
to hug.
begging for hugs.
It's pretty sad, really.
Yeah, it's Mike Marino and John King here in the non-heated basement.
Well, I've got the space heater.
Yeah, you got.
But we're on day 2 of furnace crisis, and I
my
got
sweater.
Yeah, I got not
Furnace
good
crisis.
news yesterday. My furnace is so old.
How old is it, John?
Hey, that the part it's the igniter, which often goes out on a furnace. Not
Sure,
often, but
yeah.
that's the main thing that will go out. It's so old that to get the part might be 8 to 10 days to get the part. And then when I'm talking to my friend, who's knows this stuff, he basically goes, "Really, you might want to start pricing out a new furnace." I'm like, "Oh, well, those are cheap, right?"
Hey, the cost of ads.
Yeah,
So
I
Mike
can
and
just-
John Got It Going On just went up.
Just pick one up at 7-Eleven, right? I just stop in and no.
No.
Okay.
You know what? If you would have called MacGyver Heating and Cooling, we could fix that.
Yeah.
I've got a paper clip.
So
I've got a big pencil.
right.
And a couple of nickels. I think we can fix that thing.
So if suddenly you start hearing a lot of heating and cooling ads, and they're placed on the screen, and they're back behind here, and we're doing commercials, and we're there and here, you might understand.
You might get it. You just might.
So, yeah, that's
let's
fun.
see. Other things going on today. Some moves made by the Tigers. We're going to catch up with Tim Robinson. Also, our fashionista, Nicole, will be
Yes.
joining us this morning.
Just yesterday we were talking about the GIGO basement fashion
Yes.
line. Okay.
You didn't gear up
I
for
did not. I'm sorry.
This is just a smidgen of what you'll find.
A smidgen.
A smidgen?
Okay.
Smidge?
We'll talk to Nicole. All right. Well, we got to talk to Tim about sports, but we have to do news first.
Hug a Newsman Day.
Yeah. Are you ready? Oh, you already did, didn't you?
Yes. We're ready.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go. It's time for GIGO News with the one and only John King.
Yes. Here's what's going on. The city of Brighton has set a date for a special meeting to consider the potential for allowing the sale of marijuana for recreational use. Currently, such businesses are not allowed in Brighton, which has opted out under the terms of Michigan's recreational marijuana law, but city officials have been discussing future possibilities. According to an email sent out Monday, there'll be a special meeting of the Brighton City Council Wednesday, May 11th at 6:30 at the Brighton Community Center. The purpose will be to consider the city's current marijuana opt-out status. The conversation about Brighton's status on the issue took on new urgency in light of the 2020 voter-approved ballot initiative in Pinckney, which had also opted out, but was then forced to integrate the businesses in without having complete control over the ordinance language. The City of Howell Planning Commission's given approval to a site plan and special land use for a senior living facility on about 8 acres at 300 West Highland Road near Town Commons Drive. The project by Evangelista Development had been previously approved but ran into delays when previous approvals expired. The 2-story building was originally proposed in 2018, but the current plan is for a 1-story facility, which developers say would have less of an impact on the surrounding neighborhood while maintaining an identical footprint. The nearly 62,000 square foot Maple Manor facility would include 4 residential wings with 110 total beds and 60 residential units. And a 2-day interactive Zoom webinar on the home buying process will be held later this week for residents in both Oakland and Livingston counties. Organized by the Oakland Livingston Human Service Agency, it will be held this Thursday and Friday from 6 till 9 p.m. Conducted in partnership with professionals from the banking and real estate industry. Also, officials say it'll provide information and activities to help residents understand and be prepared for the home buying process. You'll find details and a registration link at mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
And of course, we're brought to you by Firehouse Doors in Howell, proud sponsor of Mike and John Got It Going On. And they've got it going on with a big giveaway we're going to be doing through the next few months.
Yes.
On Wednesdays.
Okay.
I just decided.
Wow, it's an executive
I
decision.
don't
You
know.
saw it happen live.
It was here
John-
without discussion.
Kept out of the information loop.
I was going to talk to you about it, but you were doing news.
Okay.
And I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay.
I was going to say,
Fair enough.
Hey, John,
Yeah.
let's do it
Hey,
on Wednesdays. Hey,
Hey.
let me talk on the side of my mouth. Like
That'd be like my kids every time I'm on the phone.
Dad.
Dad, can I? I'm like, I'm on the phone.
Dad, can we do the giveaway with Firehouse Doors?
Yeah.
It's preventative maintenance, very important stuff.
That's true.
Because
So-
you don't want to be stuck with a broken door unexpectedly.
No, absolutely not. So each week we'll give you a chance to win a preventative maintenance inspection from Firehouse Doors for your garage door and opener. Includes a 12-point inspection of up to 2 garage doors and openers. And as Mike made the executive decision, we'll draw for that on Wednesday.
That may be overruled by the time the show ends. We're not sure. But we'll probably do it Wednesdays.
Okay.
If we remember.
Now we're probably.
We have to. Do we have any sticky
Are
notes?
you in Congress? What is? It's definitely, probably, maybe. Forget it. It's not happening. Yes, it is.
I'm thinking about running out the door.
All right.
Tim Robinson has been on the lam, on the run.
On the run.
He's been out of commission for a couple.
Morning, Mike and John.
There he is, Tim Robinson.
There's the guy.
The voice of Livingston County area sports. How's it going, Tim?
I'm doing well. Just a sec. Can I...
Exploring role, occupational therapy.
Okay, can I have a couple minutes?
Oh, occupational therapy.
Do you need? Do you
you
need
need-
us to call back
Yeah.
or?
No, I'm fine.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So you're getting
So-
therapy. It's
yeah,
about time.
It is
Tim.
about time. Can
Yeah.
we disclose your undisclosed location? I mean, generally
it's
speaking.
like you're in a bunker.
Yeah.
Well, kind of in a bunker, I guess, but it's a very nice bunker where I had pork loin last night. So it's not
pork
like Stalag 17 or anything like that.
Okay. For a second, I thought you said you had foreplay last night, and I.
No, it was pork loin.
And then I realized it was pork loin, which can be foreplay, I guess. Depends on your definition of foreplay.
Yeah, some people like food.
I mean,
Whoopee.
Depends on your definition of loin, I guess.
that's exactly where I was at. So,
Oh boy.
all right, enough
Yeah.
said. So, as we're gearing up for opening day, the Tigers making some
Yeah,
moves.
some are saying this is a pretty good move for the outfield.
Yeah, Parker Meadows is a former All-Star. Back in 2019, he had 33 homers. He had 27 last year, despite, I guess, having an oblique strain, which caused him to. He played in 60 games as the DH for Tampa Bay. So he's certainly an addition to their left field platoon, and a good bat to have in the lineup. Isak Paredes had kind of plateaued as an infielder and as a hitter, so and the Tigers gave up a draft pick between the second and third rounds, so they really didn't give up a whole lot to get this guy. I was kind of surprised at at the low cost.
Right, that's what I wanted to ask you. Is it because you said this oblique strain? I mean, does he have like an injury issue that makes him less marketable?
I think it was it caused him to miss most of the 2020 season, and then I don't know if it affected him last year or not. But he hit 27 homers. He only hit like about 215, but so I'm sure the Tigers are hoping that he'll hit a little better than that average wise.
Okay.
But he's already got a brother in the farm system. His brother Parker was the second round pick in 2018. And played last year in Grand Rapids at West Michigan. So we might see him there again this year. Parker Meadows still trying to hit a little bit. He only had 209 in the minors last year, so probably has another year to get seasoned.
All right. So have you been following the Tigers preseason?
Just the results.
Yeah.
So
Like the rest of
do
us.
we buy our postseason tickets now, or do we wait, or what do we do?
Sure.
Get a good deal on it now.
That way, if you get on the bandwagon now, you're not as likely to break your ankle when we all jump off it at the end of it.
You have others to land on.
Yeah,
So-
I'm pretty good. I'm like a hobo hopping on a train and off, at each stop along the way.
Riding the rails.
Being a Tiger fan, you're like, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out.
It's like politics.
Yeah.
So the other thing last night, of course, Tim, the big NCAA championship, Kansas turning out number 1. What a big win for them.
Well, yeah, they were down 16 points at one point. It's the biggest comeback by a team in NCAA history, and they were looking bad in the first half, but they switched things around, started getting the ball inside, and kind of asserted themselves. They were a very talented team this year, and they showed that in the second half.
Yeah, I was going to say I caught the beginning of the game, up to about almost halftime last night, and they came out like gangbusters, and then all of a sudden, like you said, the wheels kind of came off the bus in North Carolina. Coming back, but Kansas winning after a deficit of 16 points. So quite a win for the Kansas team.
And the trivia part of that game is that Roy Williams was the previous coach at both schools. So both coaches had succeeded Roy Williams as their coach, both at Kansas and at North Carolina.
Wow.
Oh, well, I thought it was interesting.
No, it is. It's like,
we
why
were
I trained
interested.
those guys.
We were interested.
Yeah.
You know.
My boss used to say I had a lot of intellectual lint in that brain. I guess I didn't clean the screen very well.
You got to set the stage.
Yeah.
Anything else going on in sports?
Before we move on, I wanted to ask you, NCAA President Mark Emmert at the trophy presentation, I don't know if you saw this, where he called them the Kansas City Jayhawks.
Is that right? Oh, my goodness.
So I was like,
and the ironic thing is that the NCAA used to be based in Kansas City up until a couple of years ago.
well, that's probably. Then I guess he has an excuse.
That's
yeah,
why.
yeah,
That's
okay,
it.
sure,
Yep.
yeah.
That's the time.
Who gets to tell the president of the organization? Yeah, by the way,
It's Kansas
Kansas
City,
there.
different place.
A million people on Twitter will tell them that.
Yes, and they did.
Yeah.
Just Google, Google Kansas City Jayhawks. You'll see all you need to see.
Did you see the halftime? At halftime, somebody held up a sign that said "Birds Aren't Real," which is a satirical website that my nephew got us all into when we were on vacation a couple of years ago. It's really funny. It just talks about how birds have all been replaced by drones. And my nephew looked me in the eye. He says, "Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?"
Right.
That's why. Because it just goes on and on.
No, I've seen this website. Actually, my son turned me onto it too, and it is. I mean, it's funny. They've got gear and everything, and you can. So you can do the whole thing. But it's a mockumentary type conspiracy site,
My brother has a T-shirt with a giant picture of a pigeon on it, and at the bottom it says, "I am alive."
So you have to appreciate that. But what I find is funny is that things like this start, like it's the Flat Earth Society. I remember when the Flat Earth Society started in the 70s, it was a joke. And my dad, who's a scientist, I remember him buying a shirt from the Flat Earth Society because it was a joke. Everyone was like, ha ha ha, Flat Earth Society. Now they have conventions and people are like, yep, Earth's flat, end of story. And you're like, okay.
And now you got the birds aren't real people. Is this whole thing real?
So, the Flat Earth Society is a joke just for a different reason.
Yeah, right, exactly. But anyway, interesting little sidebar there into the world of conspiracy.
Yep.
All right,
there's no shortage of those, that's for sure.
So, all right, and so
Tim's got rehab to do.
Right.
Yep. I've got
the good kind.
Well, I was a little upset, when I looked at the menu last night, and they had Merlot on the wine list, and I was just really, really ticked off because I will not drink any Merlot.
No,
I just
right.
will not do it.
You're done with Merlot.
Yeah, you're like, what is this? Is garbage.
Just like in Sideways, except I didn't use any bad words.
If this is not Ernest and Julio Gallo, I don't want it.
You seem like more of an MD 2020 kind of guy in our book, or maybe Boone's Farm.
This wasn't brewed yesterday.
Right, yes, exactly. What's this weird thing that's stuck in the top of this bottle? Why can't I twist it off?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think you need to start an unacceptable wine website, Tim.
Yeah,
it'd be right there with Birds Aren't Real and the Flat Earthers.
Or I can just link it to the movie Sideways.
Well, there's that too.
Okay, yeah.
Which is an awesome movie, by the way. And if you're closer to this time and space, the movie Coda is very good.
I saw you put that up the other day on Facebook.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a Zeppelin album?
Yeah.
Was that what?
Wasn't that a Zeppelin album?
Yeah, that too. Yeah. It was. Yeah, that's
the
right.
movie better than the album.
It's probably better than the album.
Yeah.
It is, to be honest with you, to me, it's Good Will Hunting, only with, a girl as the main character, but it's still very good.
Right, I've heard good things.
Well, we get sports and a movie review, plus website
plus conspiracy. I mean, we've got the whole range here today.
We've covered the bases.
It ain't just a hat rack on top.
No, not at all.
That's a rug.
Not much more, but it ain't just a hat rack.
All right. Well, Tim Robinson, thank you so much, and hopefully you'll get that Merlot. Or no, you don't want Merlot.
No.
Hopefully you'll get the. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to upset. I'm sorry.
Or what?
Yeah.
All right.
You'll get that Boone's Farm soon.
All right, Tim.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks.
Take it easy, buddy. All right, Tim Robinson
you too.
joining us today. And let's see, other things coming up today. A Tuesday edition of School to Fools with Uncle Bill.
Yeah.
Did you win last time?
I think so.
You think so?
I forgot. He'll know. Oh, okay.
I gotta hit the
We got to
button.
do our interview here.
Yeah, we do. So cover the bases while I get us lined up here.
Cover
Stall
the bases.
tactics.
Yeah. You want me to stall?
No, I'm going to dial up Nicole. From,
Okay. You know, she works at Spirit of
yes,
Livingston.
she does.
They're in Ncaa, and they're a custom T-shirt and screen printing company, providing high-quality graphic design services and custom embroidery at great prices with a quick turnaround time. Everything you need to know is in the name. They truly have the Spirit of Livingston. Call them today, 517-545-8831, or go online, spiritoflivingston.com.
And that's where you can find your Mike and John gear. If you
Yeah.
go to our merch section, it all comes from Spirit of Livingston, and the woman behind the designs, the creativity.
Right. The genius
Yes.
behind the scenes.
Is Nicole Tomlin, and Nicole is being woken up by us right now.
Right.
Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning.
So Nicole, we wanted to have you on to talk about the expansion of the Mike and John Got It Going online there at Spirit of Livingston through our merch store. I know you probably had to hire extra people to cover all the orders.
Pretty much. We're still a little short-handed, though.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, and I'm sure you farmed this out to, factories in East Asia.
Oh gosh, no.
Just to handle that supply chain issue. I can imagine that the orders, just piling up, the bags of mail in front of the Spirit of Livingston door each morning as you walk in.
I'm not sure what planet he's on, Nicole, but we're probably not on the same one with him.
You realize we're in, like, Livingston County, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, here we are. All right, so Nicole, you've done a fantastic job. We can't thank you enough about helping us out with not only the logo, but putting together the stickers and the T-shirts, and we texted and communicated with Nicole that we were getting some requests for other items that that people can now find on our merch store at the Mike and John podcast website. So what are you seeing as far as what people are interested in?
Stickers seem to be a hot commodity. The coffee mugs, and then the T-shirts. I mean, we haven't gotten anything from the new merch stuff yet, but it's only been a couple days.
So folks that haven't checked out the merch section, let's talk a little about some of the stuff that's available.
Okay.
All right, what do you got?
The new travel mug.
Yeah.
The new travel mug.
It's
That's pretty
Yeti.
awesome.
It's Yeti-like.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Getty-like. It's called Polar Camel. It's the same principle as the Yetis, and they're really cool. You can get a choice between the two different tops on the store, either the open top where you can stick a straw in it, or the flip top that you can close.
If you're more accident prone or spill prone, the flip it shut lid.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. The flip lid?
I need those. All right. I will be ordering one because that's what I need. Mike will tell you all the years we've done mornings together how many shirts I've ruined.
Yeah.
How many times I've been like,
and then sometimes the lid would get stuck, and then he would be swearing about that too. The close part.
It doesn't take.
Or you
much.
go to take a sip and it's already shut. But there is that option.
Yes, there is that option.
No, and there's different colors too on those, which is kind of cool. You can make your own collection if you want.
That's right. You can give them out to all your friends for Easter.
There you go. Put them in a basket.
That's the spirit of the
That's
season.
right.
And I know we've had some women that requested V-necks, so you accommodated that too for the T-shirts.
Yep. We got a V-neck T-shirt for ladies. The long sleeve V-neck. There's also a cowl neck, like hooded tee, which is super comfortable. Love those.
And I don't know if you heard yesterday, we were talking about our new Basement of GIGO fashion line. Kind
of like Gucci.
We think we're going to be at the Paris Fall Fashion Show.
Yes.
Well, that's where we'll debut the Basement of GIGO fashion line.
Awesome.
Yeah,
we can put like GIGO tags in them if you want.
Well, yeah,
Well, how about
yeah,
that?
of course.
And number them,
right? And
because if they could be worse than that's a number 3 from the V-necks collection.
right.
That's right.
Ooh, the number 3. Oh.
Designs and everything.
Now we had talked about too releasing a new bumper sticker. Is that something that you can tell us more about at this time, or is that still back in discovery.
That's in the development phase. It's the R&D right now working on that.
Yes, R&D is working on that. And maybe you'll see it in your after show.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wait a minute here. Is there something we don't know about that you're spilling the beans on in the post show?
Should we check our email? Is that what you're saying? No.
No, not yet.
Oh,
See, this is how designers are. They like to keep that stuff top
look at you
so
building,
it's not stolen.
Building the drama. That's good.
That's right.
All right, some of the other things that we should cover too, for those that haven't checked out the merch section at mikeandjohnpodcast.com, you click on merch, and that's where you can do your shopping if you like, whether it's for you or somebody else. Because these are made to order, we don't have a stack of shirts and mugs and everything sitting in a corner there at Spirit of Livingston. Maybe give folks a little bit of a run-through process on how this works once they place their order.
Yeah, once you place your order, I usually shut the store down, quote unquote, every Wednesday, Thursday, and then I order the shirts, get them either the next day or 2 days from then, and then it goes into the printing process, which would take anywhere from 3 to 5 days, just depending on how busy we are. And I package them, fold them, package them, and then call you when everything's ready.
All right, and then if folks want to have them shipped, they can opt for that as well. For the expansive audience that we have throughout the country and out of the country, quite frankly, we may have Canadian viewers. They may want to have that shipped too, so that's available an option too for folks.
Yep, I just added that this week. It was kind of difficult because if people just wanted to order a sticker, it was charging them like $9 to ship it. So I had to.
What's wrong with that?
Finagle it.
Wait. On that $9, was that going to us? Because if that was going to us, I'm fine with that. That makes perfect sense. Pay your $9 and shut up.
What's it cost to have John King deliver that sticker? and then if you want us to stick it on your vehicle or your laptop for you.
No. I think the money-making opportunity is how much for John King not to deliver this to you. Okay, to not have John King show up at your house, that will be a $50 charge.
What about the installation charge?
Right.
If you'd like to have us help you put that hoodie on.
Now, I want to go back. You said you shut down the store on Wednesdays and Thursdays?
Yeah. Is there a closed sign up?
What about the thousands of orders that are pouring in over that 48-hour period?
Well, no, it's only up for like a couple hours.
Okay.
So I can download everything that needs to be downloaded. And then so there won't be orders coming in as I'm.
I just wanted to make sure that you didn't want to have a riot.
Yeah. They're closed again.
What is this? Oh my God!
Well, it'd be like many other places. The good help's hard to find. We got to shut the store down for a few hours.
Right. That's a good problem to have.
Break.
Yeah,
it's lunch break. Well, Nicole, again, we appreciate everything you and Danny and the crew at Spirit of Livingston have done for our merch store. Keep up the great work and keep us posted with any new things that are coming down the pike here, and we'll pass it on to everybody.
We'll definitely do that, and don't forget it's also a fundraiser.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
don't forget.
We
John.
Forgot.
I did.
That's
forget.
right. Well, thank you, Nicole, for walking right into what we wanted to say, which is that 5% of all profits, 5% of all profits from our merch store. Through the end of April are going to go to Torch 180.
Yes,
so don't forget, everything you order, 5% of those profits we're going to give to Torch 180 all the way through April. And then each month, we're going to pick a different local nonprofit.
And if you have a nonprofit you'd like us to donate 5% to, we would love to hear from you. Local profits, we'll put that, we're looking for May.
Oh, wait, we just got a notice from a nonprofit called Furnaces for Podcasters. Furnaces for Podcasters. If you'd like to donate,
no.
Fine.
You guys aren't sitting there in like a bunch of sweatshirts and sweatpants.
Well, I got a space heater going, but yeah.
I have my official Mike and John got it going on. Raglan baseball shirt on, partially covered by a hoodie that's non-labeled.
A non-labeled hoodie.
A non-labeled hoodie, but you can get your Mike and John got it going on hoodies at our merch store, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. All right, Nicole, thanks so much. Have a great day. Say hi to everybody at Spirit of Livingston for us.
Will do. You guys have a great day.
Hey, you too.
Take care. All right,
Right.
Uncle Bill going to be joining us a little bit later on in the podcast for School of Fools, a special Tuesday edition. Apparently, he has some things going on.
Yeah. So can't wait to talk to Uncle Bill and see how my my winning streak is going. Of course, I think I'm on like 714 straight wins here. No.
714.
Okay. Maybe not. So,
All right, then.
yeah.
Is there something you were going to show me?
Yeah, you didn't. I
didn't
notice
I
this
didn't
post here. I just wanted to show you this.
It's
Okay.
it's-
I'm sorry.
it's
That could have
very-
waited after show. I'm sorry.
It
Birds
could
aren't
have.
real. Just remember that.
Since we're having Uncle Bill join us a little bit later on in the show for School of the Fools, maybe we should work in the 2-cent history lesson a little bit.
All right. Good idea. Let's.
Because we have some other things coming up. By the way, Walk for Warmth,
Yeah.
May 14th. And what we want to do is put together a super Mike and John Got It Going On Walk for Warmth team.
Right. And
So-
we're looking to raise at least $1,000, and we want to have our Mike and John walk team meet us there on the 14th at the Heartland Support Services Center, Old Heartland High School on M59. And we're working with Nicole and Spirit of Livingston to hopefully have some Mike
Special
and John
walkers gear.
walking gear that will go along with the people that donate. And we want to thank already Jordan Genso has donated to the walk team. Also, Ann Richardson and George Watts. Thank you for your contributions. And again, we're hoping to raise $1,000. And this is, of course, all of the money that is raised for Walk for Warmth helps out local families in need with their energy utility issues throughout the year. So this is their major fundraiser, and we're looking to be a part of that.
What would be super cool is if we can get a huge team together,
Right.
all sporting the Mike and John gear, raising money for a great cause here in Livingston County. So if you can find it on your calendar, the time, making the time, May 14th. That's
Right.
a Saturday over at the Old Heartland High School.
And super easy to donate, by the way. You can just do it right on your phone if you just text Livingston 3 to 71777. So just text Livingston 3 to 71777. That donation that you make over your phone will go right to the Mike and John donation page.
All right. Let's check out today's 2-cent history lesson. Today is April 5th. It's National Caramel Day. Not caramel, caramel. National Deep Dish Pizza. Well, that's what it says. So you see caramel.
Caramel.
There's an A in between, not caramel.
You're right. Yeah, what is the difference between... There isn't any difference. It's just the pronunciation.
Caramel.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Carmine Ragusa.
Nobody was confusing that. The Great Ragu is not here.
Sorry. Birds aren't real.
It's National Deep Dish Pizza Day today. National Deep Dish Pizza Day. National Raisin and Spice Bar Day. I'll go for the pizza instead.
I will go for the pizza, yeah.
And it's Go for Broke Day.
Wow, that's what we're
do
doing
that
here.
just about every morning
We
right
started it broke.
Going for
That's
broke.
where we're going.
Yep.
And look, we
Mission
made it.
accomplished.
We made it.
5, high five. Let's go.
Oh,
Give it to me.
you're right.
Go for Broke Day.
The Broke Brothers.
1621 on this day, the Mayflower sailed from Plymouth, Massachusetts on its return to England. They're going back. Basically, is to say, Queen Mum, we need some money. We ran out of money.
Hello.
We ran out of food.
Hello, Queenie. If you could just put some guineas in here, please, thank
Guineas.
you. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's a English
Is that what
currency.
they call it?
Yeah.
Guineas?
Yeah, I thought that was like
Look at that. We learned something new
think-
today.
All right, unless
Guineas? I thought those were pigs.
Well, it's but I thought that was like an English currency in old time. I don't think they
old-timey
still. I don't think they still refer to it. And
See, we're gonna learn something
Let me
in
check
this
if I need
series.
to edit this out.
Like he's going to take time to edit it out.
No.
Never happened. There were so many things we wanted edited out.
Oh yes, the guinea was replaced by the pound as the major unit of currency.
so it was the
originally
pre-pound.
called a guinea.
He's gained a few guineas.
Yeah. So
Okay, so guineas. You're right. See?
All right.
Look at you.
all right, stop saying it.
1910.
Birds aren't real.
1910. Kissing was banned on French trains after claiming that it caused delays because people would be coming or going to get on the train and they had to kiss either goodbye or
Right.
Or
Or hug a newsman on the way out of the station.
Those kind of. They banned that in 1910.
Yeah, not having any of that.
Got to keep the trains on time.
That's right. That's nonsense.
1943, the world's record for survival in a life raft was set when Poom Lim.
Okay.
Poom Lim. See?
Yeah, yeah.
P-O-O-M.
Yeah, I see it.
Poom
Okay.
Lim was a steward from a sunken Brazilian fishing boat.
Yeah.
He walked ashore after drifting at sea for 133 days.
Well, that's nice. You get away. You know, let's get relaxed. Just the cool sound of the ocean
133 days.
as the sun beats down on you.
See, now, if Facebook were allowed, he would have been posted pictures.
Oh, yeah.
And we would have said, yeah, boom.
Put it into
We're tired of
Insta.
that.
Gotta go to my Insta account. Oh, look at the sunrise. It's just beautiful here.
While
By the way,
rest of
I'm
you are in
starving.
snow. Fox
I'm
Pro-
drinking my urine. That was a Pumla. That was just me. Birds aren't real.
Somebody's hooked on birds aren't real.
I'm sorry.
for some
Well, I
reason.
just think it's fun.
1987, the Fox Broadcasting Company made its primetime TV debut.
Oh, yeah.
So if it wasn't for this day in 87,
Right.
The Simpsons would have never been around for as long as they have.
And don't forget the first big controversy with Fox TV, and that's the entertainment division
Right.
as opposed to the news division, because those are two separate things. Anyway, was the big controversy over Married with Children. If you remember
Oh,
that,
yes, it was-
Terry Ricolta from Michigan was this woman who said that she was on her treadmill as she was working out, watching Married with Children with her kid.
How do you remember her name?
Oh, Terry Ricolta? Yeah, she was all over
Terry
the place.
Ricolta.
Yeah, Terry Ricolta. And her whole thing was like, well, my child was forced to watch Married with Children, and she made this big to-do. And then I remember when they finally they had the hearings or something, and somebody asked her, they said, why didn't you just turn it off? And she was like, well, it's on my treadmill. Like, so let me get this straight. You're contending that your child was irrevocably harmed by watching Married with Children because you're too lazy to get off your... I mean, so if your child was, on fire while you're on your treadmill, you'd be like,
then
well,
you blame the fire department for not getting- I'm on my treadmill.
I'm on my treadmill. Like, okay, thanks, Terry. Bye-bye.
So
Birds
she
aren't real.
lost that case?
Oh, okay.
She lost
Yeah,
that
that
case,
didn't
what
go.
you're
That
saying?
didn't go. Well, obviously, Married with Children continued. Which
Yes, it did. What a show that was.
Yes, it was. And here's the funny thing about Married with Children, I just want to say. Al Bundy, he turned out to be, I think, probably man of the decade, father of the decade for the 80s. Because you don't forget, Bill Cosby
Yeah, he
was the father of the 80s. Well, not anymore. Sorry,
So-
Bill.
so-
You can go. Then there was the other guy that was on Seventh Heaven, that actor.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay, you,
Wait,
you
wait.
two fathers of the 80s, you may
What
leave
about
now.
What about Mr. Keaton?
Okay.
Elise and
Yeah,
whatever his name was,
Stephen-
Stephen Keaton.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that
Not
guy.
Michael Keaton.
I guess
he was
no,
Batman.
that was a different father.
Yeah. So what about the Keaton?
I guess he would.
But what about Jason Seaver? Dad to Mike
Okay.
and the kids. See, all of a sudden
suppose.
you're making Al Bundy the hero that he
I'm
never
going with
was.
Al Bundy.
I mean, he was.
Wouldn't you
probably
rather
more-
Al Bundy be your dad?
Well, what about John Goodman and Roseanne? He was quite a dad too.
Birds aren't real.
I'm just
Fine.
saying,
Okay,
There were plenty
fine.
of other. There were plenty of other TV dads
Right.
besides.
Just
Al
because I
Bundy.
modeled my parenting skills over Al Bundy.
And you know, if the show is still on now, Al would be unemployed because there are no shoe sales.
No, there really are not.
You can't go into Kinney shoes or.
What would Al Bundy be now? If you put on Married with Children now, because at the time they
Well,
picked...
he'd be retired.
No. I just mean if you put on like a new version of Married with Children.
Well,
what
what would Al be doing?
menial job? Because they purposely picked shoe salesman as like a kind of job where you're just...
Maybe he'd be selling cell phones.
Yeah. Or...
Isn't he doing that now?
Oh, that's true. Oh, look at you. Look at that smile. so
Well, no. Maybe he would be. Maybe he would be a cell phone salesman.
yeah, that's it. I could see that.
Just saying.
He'd have a kiosk
Let's
in a
see.
mall. He'd have a kiosk in a mall that no one goes to
God,
anymore.
Peg.
You know? No one's in the mall. No one cares anymore.
What was the dog's name on that show?
Oh God, I forgot. I want to say rerun, but I know that's not right.
That was what's happening.
Well, that wasn't the dog. It was...
And finally, 2008, Apple's iTunes overtook supermarket group Walmart to become the largest music retailer in the U.S. market. Research firm NPD said iTunes surpassed Walmart in January and February if 12 downloads are considered to be equal to the sale of one CD or album.
Wow.
iTunes sold more than 4 billion songs.
Is
since
that
its
all?
launch. And that's in a 5-year period.
Right.
So
And what year was that?
that was 2008.
I don't think they've been dethroned.
I don't think so.
been
Where
more-
else do you get your music these
Well, I
days?
mean, here's the thing but it's interesting how quick technology changes things. So, of course, we grew up in the era of albums and cassettes,
And your mama's 8-track.
Don't forget your mama's 8-track. But we grew up, so you would buy the actual medium and play it, okay?
Right.
And then CDs came along, and it was a high-tech version of the same thing. You're actually buying the medium and owning it.
That's where they got you, because you had
Yeah.
all these albums
You
that
have
you
a
wanted
physical
to have
medium.
the CD copy of.
Right, you have a physical medium. You own it, you play it, you're okay. Then streaming, then downloading. So MP3s come along, and you can download it. So you're still owning the medium. The technology's
Except
advanced.
for Napster. And people
Right, I
trading
understand,
and
but
swapping
you
and
are
walking
now
and
actually you still have the physical song
Right.
like on your phone or your iPad or your iPod or whatever it was at the
CD
time.
player in your basement.
Your little MP3 player. Now streaming has come along, and people don't even want to own. They don't have to download anything anymore. So I have all these songs that are downloaded to my phone. I don't need them. They don't need to be on my phone.
No, they don't.
Because you go to the streaming service of your choice, and you can even curate your music. You can take songs and say, this is my playlist. But those songs aren't actually in your phone. You don't actually own the MP3. You don't actually have physical custody of it. You just have it as a streaming property on your subscription. So the technology has completely changed. We no longer have this. And what I'm trying to get to is I have a bunch of CDs that don't mean anything anymore. And if anyone would like to buy them, I'm having a CD sale.
You know, we got a special on Rush.
Yeah.
Buy Rush in bulk.
Well, you're not getting rid of Rush.
You're not getting rid of no. Okay.
Keep it
Ixnay the Rush.
They're going to put those in the coffin with me. I'm arrayed across my... rest in peace.
Rest in Rush.
La Via Strangiata, thank you.
How many Rush CDs do you have?
All of them.
All of them.
Every last one. I need help. By the way, we should point out we have a new poster.
Yeah, well, we pointed that out yesterday.
I know, but
that was in the
comment.
post.
Well, but people, that wasn't the.
It was in the
I
post.
No, we gave them a tour of the.
Yeah, we did. But
they were thrilled. They saw my broken furnace, which is still broken. But anyway, yes. So we got some comments about the Star Trek poster here, Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country.
Yeah.
I think that was the one directed
by...
by...
There was 2 people that commented on this thing. Why?
It was a crowd of people. I don't care what you say. That was a 1,000% increase over the people that were commenting on it before.
Well, that's because it wasn't posted.
I know. Shut up. Details.
Sorry.
Birds aren't real. So...
Star Trek.
What? I can't work under these conditions. All right. Now, we mentioned Firehouse Doors, and we're going to be giving away a preventative maintenance package each week, and we'll do that tomorrow. But, of course, they are the sponsor here on Mike and John Got It Going On. They've been serving Livingston County residents for the past 24 years. They're a family-owned business. They strive to treat each customer like family. I'm a customer, and I can tell you it's exemplary service. Firehouse Doors veteran-owned. Mike, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran. They're also your one-stop shop for residential, commercial, and rolling steel overhead door needs. And for the past 21 years, they've been Livingston County's only authorized distributor for CHI overhead doors. Give them a call, 810-599-7480, Firehouse Doors.
All right, Firehouse Doors. We appreciate them being along the way from the very get-go of this here podcast.
The
Mike
old
and John Got It Going On.
Get-go.
Recent survey found 67% of men own one of these, but only 49% have used this in the past month. Do you know what it is?
So what's the percentage that own it?
67% of guys own one of these.
Okay, we own it, but
of those that own them, less than half or just under half have used it in the past month. What could it be? Now, I know we as a family have some of these.
Okay.
I don't know that we've ever used it.
Oh. Fire extinguisher? No. It's not a safety item.
No, it's not a safety item.
Okay.
It is something you could need to live.
Oh. What?
A cookbook.
Oh.
A cookbook.
All right.
Who uses a cookbook
Not
anymore?
really.
You get these people that write cookbooks. You see them all the time.
Right.
But how often do you actually use a cookbook?
Again, technology. People just go to their phone and go, how do I make, bolognese or whatever?
How do I hard boil an egg?
What was that?
I mean,
that's true.
Some of the simple stuff.
I'm going right to bolognese. You're like, how do I scramble an egg?
I need to make poached eggs.
Right.
Are
You're
you
right.
going to a cookbook? No, you're going to a YouTube video.
That's true. But even the online recipes, though, this is the thing about the online recipes. A lot of them you go to, and it'll start off with, I remember my grandma making a poached egg. It was 1842. And you're like, just get to the recipe. And you have to read a whole novel.
You get the history of it because it's interesting.
And then you're like,
it's not.
Now, the good sites, there'll be a a shortcut link that'll just say go to recipe, and you're like, I don't have to read this crap. Good, boom, and it'll just take you right to the recipe. But I don't know why. Now the whole format seems to be we have to tell you a story about the recipe. I'm like, Betty Crocker didn't tell me a story. Betty Crocker just told me how to make a frickin' pie. All right, open up to the pie page. Hey, look, here's the recipe to make a pie.
Well,
I didn't really care what Betty Crocker's pie story was.
Maybe there was a little bit of an interesting twist to it, and maybe something happened by mistake. You can understand.
Maybe Betty Crocker should put out a new cookbook with all the stories.
I don't think Betty's with us anymore.
I don't think Betty was ever with us.
I don't think Betty Crocker's real.
No,
I
she
think
wasn't.
Betty Crocker was fake. That's why they say
she's with
it's
the birds.
a crock.
She's with okay. Maybe
that's where
right.
it's a crock. When people say, instead of calling it BS,
Right.
that's just a crock.
That's a crock.
It came from because Betty Crocker.
I wonder.
We're going to investigate that.
We're
right
looking
now.
into it right now.
And you know where we're going? Not a cookbook.
No.
We're going to the internet.
Yeah, we are. The internet, your most reliable source for
So
information.
Betty Crocker,
All right, hold
real
on.
or not?
No, we're not. We don't want to go to their page.
No, because they'll say
they've got the lies.
You got to go to the truth, which is
Wikipedia has the truth. Yes, a fictional character used in advertising campaigns, originally created in 1921 following a contest
by a guy named Bob.
Yeah,
it's probably a guy, just like Rudolph.
Right. She was portrayed by several actresses, character developed in 1920 as a way to give a personalized response to consumer product questions. So
Betty Crocker's not real. Thus, it's a crock.
Yeah,
that's where it all came from.
Now
Now the crock pot, that's a different story. Because I don't think Betty had anything to do with that, and I don't think the crock people had anything to do with that, did they?
I don't think so.
That?
Yes.
We also want to answer another question that's been on the hearts and minds of many of our viewers and listeners regarding the one set of headphones we have here in the Mike and John podcast booth. It's the there's been numerous people for some reason to say, why does the one guy why does the one guy have the headphones and I don't?
Right. And the reason why, well, I can't show you, but
no, you can't because you'll wreck the.
We only have the device that is recording our podcast. It has a single headphone jack.
Yeah. But
I have located a splitter.
I therefore can wear headphones.
I think starting tomorrow, if you're willing.
Yes, I'm willing.
Okay,
I just have to find.
Here's the caveat: you need to bring your own headphones because it's the only pair I have. Okay.
Are those really yours, or do they come from a former place?
No.
Okay,
These are mine. These are mine.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So
I'll bring
I have earbuds if you want those, but I don't think.
I've never worn earbuds. Yeah. I don't really care for those. The people that wear those, they have these. And they're walking around and they're talking.
Well, that's the Bluetooth thing. I hate when people have the Bluetooth phone in or any kind of Bluetooth device and they're talking and you're like, you turn a corner and you're like, there's a crazy person coming at me. Oh no, it's just a guy on Bluetooth.
It's just an idiot.
It's just. Well, that's not very nice.
No, I mean it's I understand why people use them. To me, it looks like a hearing aid, and as an aging guy, I really don't want a hearing aid
unless you want to pretend you're a Secret Service agent.
Well,
but then you
have to.
Then you got to talk like this,
Well, you have to have the cord too.
Move in. Raven's moving. Keep on raving. She's so raven. Birds aren't real.
So
yeah.
You're in your mid-50s and you're talking about pretending to be a Secret Service.
Shut up. I could still be a Secret Service agent if I wanted to be one. I just decided not to.
Okay. Yeah.
I also decided not to be a professional athlete. I also decided not to be a professional actor.
And we also decided not to be professional broadcasters anymore, too.
Yeah, that was our decision.
It sure was. All right. Let's see if Uncle Bill's ready for School to Fools.
By the way,
a special edition of School to Fools.
And true, crock is actually has a Middle English origin, so it's not.
Don't try and impress the teacher before.
Well, he's not even on the phone. He doesn't.
Okay, all right. He doesn't know.
It goes back to the 1520s.
A crock does.
This is Uncle Bill.
Hey, Uncle Bill. We're
What's
ready.
going on?
We're ready. Well, we are, and you are now too.
Oh.
For School to Fools.
Okay, letting him know. Hey, by the way, did you know that birds aren't real?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah. We were talking to Tim Robinson, and he told us about the website Birds Aren't Real, which is a spoof site that basically is trying to pass along
that birds are really drones.
Birds are really drones. They're not real. So we want to perpetuate that.
No, John wants
that
to.
fallacy.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
So just remember, birds aren't real.
So we have class today, right? We adjusted to Tuesday because of your busy schedule of comedy and stuff on Wednesday, correct?
Well, no, I have class today.
Oh, you have class today.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, like actual work class.
Oh, work.
No,
class.
we didn't think
Not
you had,
work.
class.
Hey, no, you're on this show. You
You're
have no
right.
class
No,
whatsoever.
absolutely. All right, what's our topic?
Well, today's topic is going to be on March Madness, on the
Okay.
tournament
All right.
that just ended yesterday.
Okay.
So,
All right.
True or false? Kurt Gowdy coined the phrase March Madness.
Kurt Gowdy.
Is that true or
Remember
false?
Kurt Gowdy?
Good
Wasn't he
old
Monday Night
Kurt
Baseball?
Gowdy.
Kurt Gowdy.
Yeah. I'm going to say that is false.
All right.
As much as I would like to believe that Kurt Gowdy came up with March Madness, I got to say that's false as well.
You realize it's true now since we both thought it was false.
All right. It's actually false. You are correct.
How about that?
I'm shocked.
It was
We're right?
It was Brent Musburger that came up with it.
Oh.
Brent Musburger.
On CBS.
Yes.
CBS.
CBS.
And then what happened was that there was, and that was like in 1982 that he came up with that.
Wow.
And the Illinois High School Basketball Association sued the NCAA because they had actually coined that phrase back in 1939.
Wow.
So it wasn't a Musburger or a Gowdy thing. It was this high school back in 1939.
Well, for the tournament, it was Brent Musburger that coined
Okay.
the
I
phrase.
see.
So the court actually allowed both entities to keep the phrase March Madness, which is a rare thing, but that's what happened.
Okay.
So
Well, now we know.
there you go. Hey, which school won both the NIT and the NCAA tournament in the same year?
Is that even possible?
Yeah.
It
yeah.
was at one time.
Okay.
Because it was the not invited tournament. Yeah. All right.
So was it San Francisco? Was it Ionia? Was it UTEP? Or was it the City College of New York?
I'm going to go City College of New York.
All right.
CCNY.
The CCNY.
I'm going UTEP.
All right. John, you are correct.
Oh,
It's
look
the
at
City
you.
College of New York.
Wow.
The year was 1950.
Yeah. Quite the program. then.
The year after that, four athletes from the City College of New York were convicted of point shaving. And that investigation led to 30 other students from 7 other schools.
What?
It was a big scandal.
Well,
point shaving for college basketball.
Thankfully, they cleaned up college
Yes,
basketball,
they
and there
have
was never
sports in general.
any other controversy after that.
Yeah.
Yes, isn't that fantastic?
Clean, squeaky clean it was.
All right. Who has the most NCAA tournament appearances? So who's just been in the tournament the most?
Right.
Not Final Four, not Sweet 16.
Just being in the tournament the most.
Yep. Is it Kansas, Kentucky, North Carolina, or Ohio State?
Well, you're in the lead now,
Right.
Mr. CCNY.
Well, I was just in Kentucky over the weekend, so I have to go Kentucky.
Going
All right.
Kentucky.
Good old Kentucky home.
All right. I thought you were in Tennessee.
Well, you have to travel through Kentucky to get there.
Okay.
I tried to go around, and I'm like, that's too long.
You can't make it to Tennessee without being in Kentucky.
Yeah, I had to go
You
through.
can go around it if you want.
We almost stopped at the home of Colonel Sanders, but I'm like, no, we got to get going. Anyway, go
You
on.
can get
Yes.
chicken anywhere. What were the other ones?
Kansas, North Carolina, or Ohio State?
North Carolina.
All
North
right.
Carolina.
John, you are correct.
Oh, see, he read that on a sign through while he was going to Tennessee. Probably at a park bench somewhere. It was carved in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
59 appearances in the NCAA tournament.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
all right. Let's see. John has gotten them all correct.
I could go for the sweep.
Oh,
So John has 3. Mike has 1.
Yeah.
Last question.
Going for the sweep.
Emmett Branch McCracken.
you know McCracken.
Yeah.
Hey, McCracken.
McCracken.
It's not
is
Phil
famous-
McCracken.
No,
this
not
is Emmett.
not Phil McCracken.
What is Emmett famous for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Smarty Pants.
Did he coach the first winning team? Was he the first to win both as a player and a coach?
Right.
Was he the youngest coach to win the tournament? Or was he the oldest coach to win the tournament?
Emmett?
So did he coach the first one?
Yeah.
Is he the first to win both as a player and a coach? Is he the youngest coach to win it all, or the oldest coach to win it all?
Wow.
Well,
All right, John.
For the sweep.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure here.
I'm going to say...
Look at you doing the chin squeeze.
I am.
So that means you're really thinking pondering. Ooh, he's doing the steeple.
Finger steeple.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he was the oldest coach to win it all.
All right, John says oldest. Mike?
The sweep has been not
You think?
done.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
He was the first to win as a coach and a player.
Okay.
All right, neither of you are correct.
Missed the sweep.
Wow.
He is the youngest coach to win it all.
Oh.
He was
Little Emmett.
31 years of age. He was the coach for the University of Indiana, and they won in 1940. Is when he won.
Right before Bobby Knight.
Yeah, and then he actually won again, like in 1953.
Wow.
So he did coach two teams to the NCAA championship, but he's the youngest coach to do so.
Wow. Okay.
Emmett McCracken, now you know.
There you go. So when people are discussing the game today, you can throw in a few extra bits of trivia.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
So
What did we learn?
Birds aren't real.
and Uncle Bill was never on the show.
No. I've noticed this is not on your.
Else is inconsequential.
Yeah, I've noticed this is not on your LinkedIn page.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when are we
why are
gonna-
you not adding this as a part of your professional, resume?
Sorry.
For obvious reasons.
Time to update that LinkedIn page, fella. All right. We'll do it next Wednesday, right? Normal time, normal classroom. All right.
Thank you, Uncle Bill.
All right, Uncle Bill. Have a great day.
All right.
Talk to you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
All right, thanks to Uncle Bill, and thanks to our friends at Murphy's Family Auto. You can call today to schedule an appointment there, 517-552-3040. Stop by their shop on D19. Murphy's Family Auto, your car knows, murphysfamilyauto.com.
All right. Our post show is, you know what?
What?
Here's the thing. Here's what we're going to do today
Okay,
for the post show.
what are we doing?
There's not going to be a post show today. Yeah. How about that?
You know what? You're right.
There's not going to be
We
a
are
post-
tired of depriving our audio listeners the great pleasure of seeing whatever garbage we throw in the post
It's
show.
not garbage.
I'm
It's
sorry.
just post show content.
It is post show.
So,
We're just ending it here today.
yeah, we want to thank Fairchild, LaBelle, and Rice, CPAs, 517-231-5990. If you have questions, you can go to their website. They've got a link there where you can ask questions.
Right. FLRCPAS.com.
CPAs, Tom and Company will take care of you.
Right. Fairchild, LaBelle, and Rice CPAs. Thanks for their support as well.
That's going to do it for today. We're back tomorrow for a Wednesday hump day. Lots of stuff coming up tomorrow. We just have to figure out what it is. We'll see you then. Look at that, right on the music.